Welcome! This is Thirsty Canary, and my name is Josee. I wanted to talk to you about the Thirsty Canary show. So, I am thirsty for knowledge. I'm thirsty to learn more about the environment, about different things that are affecting our health. And I'm a canary because I am sensitive to a lot of stuff out there. I am like a canary in the coal mine. I am very sensitive to different foods, different smells, chemicals, in the environment, you name it. I usually am affected by things before a lot of other people are. So it's funny. In the past, I used to think of it as a curse, and I thought, oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Here we go again. And, trying to figure out what was the cause was always, just such a mystery. But I've come to think of it more as a blessing. I have this beautiful God-given body, and it's trying to talk to me and tell me things. And I guess what I've learned is that it is the challenge of life to learn what our body is trying to tell us. It tries to tell us sometimes in subtle ways with little aches and pains, and then sometimes in screaming at you with, massive issues. So hopefully maybe we can help each other out, create a community of awareness of all these different ingredients and chemicals that are out there and how they affect us. That is my goal, my dream, is to create a community of canaries that we can discuss and see how different, like I said, chemicals, how they affect us. And, what is the symptom, what helps with the symptom. Because sometimes it's really hard to get away from it. So I just want to create awareness and education with this channel. So first thing, a disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor or in the medical profession. This is not medical advice. These are really just my experiences, what I have seen, what I have learned, and I'm just wanting to pass this on to you, hoping that this may help you with your life. So I just want to let you know. And also, if you like this channel, hit subscribe and like. So this is my first. So again, this is the introduction, and let's start. So a lot of my symptoms typically seem to have started in the digestive area with, constipation, diarrhea, bloating, gas, you name it, that type of stuff. But then there was a lot of other symptoms too, like skin rashes and hives, and there was pain, stiffness, there was hair sometimes falling out, redness, just all kinds of weird stuff, whether you're fatigued. There was just a lot of weird symptoms, and it was really hard to figure out where they were coming from. I mean, some of them were even almost like female heart attack symptoms. It just ran the whole gamut, and then trying to figure out what is it that's causing all of this. And luckily I do have a science background, chemistry degree, and I read labels like crazy. I mean, that's like, I'm very committed to reading every label. But it's still, you really have to Google these chemicals because these chemicals are not man-made. They're new. Who knows what they are? I had to get glasses to read these chemicals because they're in such small, fine print. It's a lot of work, honestly, to keep up with all of the chemicals that are in our food, our beauty products, our cleaning products, our environment, and that's just the stuff that's labeled. Then there's stuff that's just not labeled, and you just kind of have to figure it out and guess sometimes on your own. So a lot of it for me was food. And in food, I tried all different kinds of diets, you name it. I tried vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, paleo, keto. They helped somewhat, but they never really gave me the full satisfaction or peace. I still would have symptoms pop up every once in a while. And that was really until I tried this one diet, which amazingly enough, really helped tremendously. And I think it's the best elimination diet. It's called the Lion's Diet. And in the Lion's Diet, there's different versions of it. It is essentially a carnivore type diet, and people do it differently. The way I did it is I only ate, and I still only eat ruminants, which ruminants are an animal with multiple stomachs. So examples would be a cow, a deer, a goat, a lamb, bison or buffalo. That's all I can think of right now. So mostly I eat beef and lamb. And actually, I pretty much ate that for 2 to 3 months, just beef and lamb, with a lot of good quality salt, like Himalayan or Celtic sea salt, or Redmond salt from Utah. And salt has a lot of minerals. And if you don't eat salt, you get cramps, like bad in the middle of the night. It's horrible, horrible. Yeah, you learn to love salt and drink tons of water. And then in my diet, I ate some fruit as well. I ate the fruit that I knew worked for me. So specifically for me, apples, blueberries, and bananas in moderation. So I would usually, eat that maybe as a dessert or a snack. You get the extra hydration, a little bit of that sweetness, and it kind of just rounded out everything. But it was amazing. On this diet, I wasn't hungry. I didn't feel like I was lacking or missing out. I felt fully nourished and full. This diet, it's funny. I had been mostly vegan for about 2 years previous to switching, like overnight, to the Lion's Diet, which sounds crazy. And I did it. I was willing to try something, anything, to try to help my body to heal, because it was just, I was stuck and I was sick of being in a rut and not healing and just having bad days and then okay days. Very rarely did I have great days. So switched over to this diet and it was amazing. I started feeling and looking better, I'd say really within a few days and a week. And it was amazing, and the thing is, like I said, I didn't eat meat for the most part for years before. And actually, previous to this, I used to think I had trouble eating red meat because it wouldn't go through. I had, issues with constipation and just, it was not, I don't know, red meat just didn't process, I thought, in my body. I thought maybe I was lacking some enzymes. But strangely enough, when that's all I was eating, I was okay. Actually, in the beginning, there was a bit of a cleansing, which totally blew me away. Not in a bad way, but it was just unexpected, honestly. So again, I think it's a great elimination diet to try to figure out what is it that is causing so many symptoms. And there's just a lot of ingredients and preservatives in our foods. And then there's just things that are inherently in the foods, like in the plant world. I learned that I am definitely sensitive to oxalates, which is in a lot of plants. So I learned that because when I would start eating foods that were high in oxalates, which animal products are not, I would get a lot achier. I could feel like almost a UTI coming on. I mean, these are just some of the crazy symptoms that would start for me. I learned that I was sensitive to raspberries, to citrus fruit, although not lemon and lime because those are different. Chicken was another thing that also I was sensitive to. It was really eye-opening. Like, I was amazed at how my body did so well on beef and lamb and ruminants, and then so on other things. So it was, like I said, amazing and wonderful. And I just want to share this with you. because I think there's a lot of us canaries out there with so many different symptoms, and they're not always obvious. I mean, from the outside, I look okay, like, I'm doing all right, but I have sometimes itchy skin, some redness, some numbness. There's all these crazy symptoms I would have. You wouldn't necessarily see that. And then there's all the autoimmunes, the cancers. There's just so much out there. And I really believe a lot of it is from our toxic environments, whether it's food, beauty products, cleaning products, or just the air that's out there. I just really want to create a community that we can discuss this. And please send me comments and let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what symptoms, what issues, and what foods do you know that you are sensitive to. Let's help each other out. My dream is really to create a community of canaries that are just creating self-awareness and educating others out there. So I am going to continue on, and we'll be talking about a lot of interesting, ingredients or foods and symptoms. Let me know. What do you want to talk about? I have next one I'm going to be talking about is water. That's a big one. But let me know what you think. And let's stay thirsty, canaries, and let's create an amazing community together. Thank you.